Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
Hey there, thinkers. It is me, your girl, Elena Grace, and we are coming in hot with you. A little special holiday episode, kind of a Christmas special, if you will. This week, we have an extra special guest. We're just jumping in, so you know it's going to be one of those episodes. An extra special guest.
Me.
Adam. So we are doing just a little episode, gonna kind of talk about a common theme that we've had through a handful of recent episodes, which is kind of nostalgia and childhood and all that good stuff. Of course, in relation to Christmas, because specifically that's what we grew up celebrating, right? So, first of all, I guess we'll just kind of jump in. Adam, how did your family celebrate Christmas growing up?
I mean, probably the standard way. I don't know how else.
I mean, what did you do? What are your family traditions?
Stockings, wake up in the morning and do presents. However, Santa would only put presents that he delivered in certain locations. So you would have to make a sign for your spot.
Oh.
That way they're not all under the tree.
Interesting.
Because there was 4 of us.
Right.
So apparently that's too little of a space for 4 people. So I usually had the fireplace. Mm-hmm. That was a gas fireplace.
So hopefully your presents didn't get caught on fire.
He didn't. Well, I was talking more so about his path of travel.
Oh.
So I'm not sure how the hell he got in, but we had signs, so you make a sign and put it there, mm-hmm. and he'd put the presents there. And,
yeah.
And then we were limited on the amount we could open, I think, in an effort to remove greed and materialism from your life growing up. But if anything, I was older than the kids, so the kids kind of focused on the presents, and they thought only of the presents because
they couldn't open them. Yeah.
So if anything, I feel like it had the opposite effect mm-hmm. of instead of just opening them and getting over it and then like playing with your new stuff, or it created the opposite effect of being only focused on what's in the damn box that is mysteriously wrapped. I want to know.
Right.
And so I don't think it worked at all.
Parents, take note.
And then also the presents were used after already being given as a present and being wrapped over there as a bargaining chip for things that needed to be done, such as cleaning up after holiday parties and brunches and stuff.
So, like, you got to open your present and you got to know what it was, but you couldn't actually play with it?
No. Oh. It's still over there beckoning to be opened.
Oh.
And it's gifted, but it's like a gift limbo.
Uh-huh.
Where it's over there just waiting, and you have to do things to earn it, which I feel like it defeats the purpose of Christmas.
Present purgatory.
You've worked the whole year.
Yeah.
Per se, as a child, to earn that present.
Right.
If you treat it that way, but...
Right.
Yeah, and so you're just sitting there thinking about it. You know?
You're thinking about it, you're like, why... Yeah.
Yeah, which I was old enough where I was like, oh, whatever, it's fine. I'll get there when I get there, but The little kids, no, not so much.
Yeah. That's
So.
super interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she read it in a book somewhere and then just like, this is how we're going to do it. That's such a great idea. It was a horrible idea. Because it caused so many fights and so many more problems than, if you did have a kid that became a little materialistic out of it, you got something much worse with what tactic they put into place.
Yeah,
so.
because it made it kind of more of a big deal than it had to be.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So, Adam, kind of what my family's Christmas traditions look like, because we've done Christmas. Christmas is really important with my family. That's like the one that I really care about being with my parents and my family on, right? Thanksgiving, neither one of us could care less. We've not been home for Thanksgiving in like 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
Yeah, we don't care about Thanksgiving. We're like totally fine to do that ourselves, like Easter, all that good stuff. Like that doesn't really matter to us.
You can't go home for every holiday either.
I know. I'm just saying, but Christmas is the one we choose. And Christmas has always been my favorite out of them. So, my family, Christmas Eve is when we do the big family dinner with my mom's side. And traditionally that was held at my grandma's house, which is tiny. It's like basically the size of our apartment, honestly. And then you've got like 40 people sardined in there.
Yeah.
That shit was wild. Did you ever go to one of those, Adam?
A Christmas party?
The one at Mama's house.
Like afterwards?
What do you mean afterwards?
Like Christmas at your house and go there for something.
I don't think you've ever done the Gray family Christmas with all of my mom's siblings and their kids.
I don't know.
I don't think you have. Interesting. This is a big realization. Well, that was always super chaotic and there was always something going on. But then later that evening on Christmas Eve, I always got to open one present. And it's because when I was a little kid, like, I couldn't stand the waiting. And I was like, please, can I just have a taste? And so they'd say, okay, you can open one present on Christmas Eve. And then that turned into the tradition where we did like pajamas. And we didn't always do matching pajamas either. But I used to always get a pair of pajamas on Christmas Eve. And I'd open those up on Christmas Eve. So exciting. Wear them that evening. And those were my Christmas Day PJs, right? So Christmas Day comes. We get up. We open the presents. And we get it all over with. We just open the presents. We kind of, take turns, but not really. But we all, like, my parents and I, watch each other open presents. Usually, at least one grandmother would be there and she'd be watching, like, holy crap, what the heck? Alanna got so many presents. Because, only child syndrome. Mm-hmm. But then we'd get right into making a big breakfast for some of my cousins and other family people and, all that good stuff. So, which you have been there for that. You've experienced that.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. But that all, like, thinking about all of that coming up and just how it always felt, like, how do you remember Christmas feeling when you were a little kid or when you were a teenager even?
Too many people.
Okay.
Who are all these people that I haven't seen all year? There's
Okay.
a lot of people here I don't like.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Were you ever excited about it?
I get excited about new stuff.
Were,
Excited to see the people I like.
were you, like, how did you feel leading up to it? Like, when you see Christmas lights, like, how do you feel? Or how did you feel, I guess?
You're assuming it's changed?
I'm assuming it has, yeah.
I love the Christmas lights.
Do you still?
I do, and I don't feel like as many people put as much effort in anymore, which is fine, because, the money is tight with the market and things, but Yeah. Don't like Christmas without snow.
Right.
Because it definitely adds to it. I like how quiet it gets. We're just looking at lights and it being super quiet out.
Yeah.
We never got carolers.
No.
Which I'm very thankful for, because that's probably the most awkward thing ever. You open your doors and a bunch of people sing at you. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Private property. No solicitation. Move on. All right? You got better things to do? You don't think I have Spotify with Christmas music on it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need your terrible singing at my doorstep. Go away.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so that doesn't add to it.
So I asked you that because, like you said, I assume that it has changed, because I think a lot about how I feel about Christmas now, and it has changed so much.
Really?
Yes. Like, I still love Christmas. What?
I'm just wondering why it changed so much.
So I still love Christmas, like I said. But like, I used to, even as a young adult, even in like my early 20s, I would be like in the Christmas spirit, like driving through downtown Lexington, and I would see the lights on the trees, and it's chilly, and I got my scarf on, and maybe I'm not even listening to Christmas music, but I'm just like, jingle bells, it's Christmas time. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everything it brings, right? Mm-hmm. And I love it. And, one of my, like, love languages is gift giving. So I love the purchasing presents for people. I love, like, putting that thought into it and, like, finding the perfect thing and all that stuff. And I don't know what it is, but, well, actually, I can think of a few things. One of them being, like, having a tighter budget right now with us, like, having moved over the past few years, my job situation not necessarily being the most lucrative, all those things, like, that tightens up my gift giving, right? So that makes me feel like less Christmassy. And then after we moved to Florida, that makes me feel less Christmassy because it's not cold. It's not like put a coat on and go look at the Christmas lights. It's not like you're not going to have snow, all that stuff. So I feel over the past few years, I've felt
Grinchy.
Not grinchy, but not even like not even like the Grinch. Like, not Christmassy, not Grinchy, like none of the above. I don't even know what I feel like. I feel like it's just, I should be feeling something and I don't.
I think you're an adult now and you're dead inside like the rest of everyone.
I don't like being dead inside. That's why I only take the lightest dose of Lexapro that they give you. Because I still like to feel things.
I think you need to watch Polar Express, because that talks about a lot of what Christmas really is about.
I do love the Polar Express.
And so I feel like you need to revisit that storyline, because it's not about the presents or anything Christmas that actually makes it Christmas.
Right. It's about baby Jesus.
No, it's not. You missed the whole point of the movie.
I'm kidding, Adam.
Okay.
I know that's not the point of the Polar Express. My mom and I used to go, okay, here's a fun little fact. There used to be a movie theater in Corbin. No, there still is a movie theater in Corbin, but there used to be one in this like really weird spot. And for the listener, Corbin is like a town over from where I grew up.
KFC.
Yes, it is the birthplace of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
There you go, Japanese folk.
Yeah, that's true. We do have listeners in Japan. But anyway, so birthplace of KFC, there is a really nice theater there now, but when I was growing up, it was really crappy. It was in a different spot, and it was really, really crappy. And my mom and I went at least once, but I think it was like a few times, to see the Polar Express in the theater there, like seasonally. Like, I know they had it there when it premiered, but I'm pretty sure they had it there more than once. like at Christmas time. Anyway, that was so much fun. And I still have like the little bell and the golden ticket that or the silver ticket that they got on the Express. I like have that at my parents' house.
Where'd you get that?
Hallmark.
They just hand them out. What's yours say?
No, you bought it.
What's your ticket say?
I don't remember what it says.
It's not clipped in a...
No, it has a
Tom Hanks didn't
It
cut
has
it
a
out?
little thing, but it's like small.
Oh.
It like you could wear it as a necklace or like use it as decor or whatever. I can't remember what it says. Hope, maybe. I don't really remember though. Joy, maybe something like that. I don't know. We'll have to try to find it.
Those are some Hallmark words.
It really is. But yeah, I think it's hard being an adult at Christmas and like wanting to have some of those same feelings that you had when you were a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should just do away with presents and just hang out.
I like presents.
I know. I do wish that your parents would just send them here instead of requiring that we open them, all of them, on Christmas. Pretty much forcing us to drive all the way up. But that's another thing.
Okay. Well, Karen, if you listen to this one.
Yeah, we don't care about opening them in front of you. We can film it and send it to you if you care so much. Or just not buy them. Up to you.
We have to drive 12 hours this year. And we're not thrilled. We're not excited about that drive. 12 hours there, 12 hours back.
That's like Italy to Russia.
Oh, did you look that up?
No, I'm sure it's way further than that, but
Yeah, probably with that one.
I just know those are far.
They are far. Yeah, that's fair. You know, I like I said, presents are like one of my love languages, and so is quality time. Like I like being there, I like spending time with my family or your family. Like I like being with our people.
Mine's more fun. They're not as old. You got a bunch of senior citizens in your family.
Yours is more stressful though, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I just miss having those feelings of like excitement and wonder and all that good stuff. And it makes me feel like more nostalgic, first of all, for the whole experience. But it also makes me feel kind of sad that I don't have that anymore. You know? It makes me feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, the spirit.
The spirit of Christmas.
Yeah.
Perhaps 4 ghosts should visit me in my sleep.
I'd rather not. Maybe if it doesn't disturb me, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. To be fair, Scrooge was sleeping alone when he was visited by 4 ghosts. So that would make sense. Yeah. Yeah, I've just been thinking a lot about those, like, feelings of FOMO, kind of, lately. And, like, how could I fix that?
I don't think you can.
No?
Nothing's ever as it was your first time or while as a child.
Yeah.
Your perspective has changed because of your environment and situation. And I don't think you can emulate that environment, perspective, or situation unless you're a really weird person.
I think, personally, that if I were very wealthy, that I could recreate some of that.
Yeah, probably.
Because then I could, like donate a bunch of money and buy a bunch of gifts for underprivileged kids and all of that stuff. And, like, that would be so fulfilling and exciting and Christmassy to me. Like, that's what I think of. That's what would be really exciting for me, to be able to, like, give back and help other people have an incredible Christmas.
Would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. But, like, I don't need to have, like, piles and piles of presents under the tree for myself. Like, that's not what I need. I wish that I was able to give back and do more just like for other people. Like that would be way more satisfying for me.
Thought about putting in some volunteer hours?
Who would you recommend?
Where to volunteer? I don't know. I don't work for the people that volunteer here. I don't know what that means. What's the volunteer departments that do stuff here?
Call it the volunteer department.
Public Works? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a great point, though. Like, putting in volunteer... Like, putting time and effort into volunteering. Like,
yeah. It's not like you're doing anything else.
Okay, thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah, that is a great idea, though, to do that. Like, that might be a way for me to regain a little bit of that excitement and nostalgia and just, like, feeling like I'm doing something helpful. Do you think that for you, there would be anything that would kind of help you feel some of the excitement or anything that you did as a kid?
No, just lighting a festive candle and listening to Christmassy music kind of does it.
Yeah. Why do you never turn Christmas music on then?
Because I hear too much of it at work.
Oh, I thought...
With my crazy coworker. And I can't listen to it that much. It's all the same music. No one makes new songs.
So then you listen to it at work, but then you don't come home and listen to it with me?
No, because I've already listened to a lot of it.
That's not fair.
Well,
I'm being left out.
It's music fatigue.
It's not fair.
Well, you listen to it while I'm gone, and then we both have it.
You spend all your time socializing with other people too, all your time at work, and then you come home and you're socially fatigued and you don't want to socialize with me either.
I talked to you for a little bit.
For a little bit.
Get all of me on the weekend.
Lord. Not enough. Not enough.
Well, there is eternity and all that jazz.
Incredible. So what do you want us to do for Christmas to feel Christmassy?
Well, we're seeing our family.
Yeah, we're seeing my family and like our friends, so that's great.
Yeah.
We love that. Driving up, doing all that.
Not enough for you?
Okay, in the build up. Like, we've decorated the house. What else can we do?
That's it?
You don't want to go... You didn't ask me last night about seeing Christmas lights?
Mm-mm.
No?
What about last night? Why would I ask you?
You did ask me last night, have you seen any good Christmas lights?
Oh, yeah, have you? I'm seeing if there's any good spots.
Yeah.
That you've scoped out already.
Yeah, and I told you about some ideas. Oh. You said maybe we can go look at them.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
I don't need that for the Christmas spirit. That would be nice.
Oh, okay. That doesn't get you in the spirit?
I mean, it kind of does, but I don't need...
Okay.
Your question was rather pointed on what I need to be able to do it. So.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry. Well, for me, I would love to go see some lights. Okay. But I would also love to kind of wrap up finishing getting gifts together. We still have a few things left to kind of line out, and that would really help me feel in the Christmas spirit personally. Again, seeing lights. And then I think that when we do get to Kentucky and it is cold and I'm freezing my little booty off because I'm used to it being 80 degrees here in Florida, I think that will help get me in the Christmas spirit too.
Maybe. I'm
not used to this Kenny Chesney Christmas situation. Like, all I want for Christmas is a real good tan. Like, I love that in theory. I love it. I love living it, but it doesn't feel like Christmas. A sand snowman doesn't feel like Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels okay to me.
But yeah, you're good with it?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. On that note, thanks so much for coming on this little mini episode, Adam.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
I'm glad.
For
I don't know what you want me to say. Why is that funny?
It's just funny. For the listener, thank you so much for being here and sitting through this little mini episode with Adam and I. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun little distraction as you drive home or whatever it is you're doing today. Make sure that you follow the pod at I've Been Thinking Pod on Instagram, or I've Been Thinking, wherever you get your pods. Make sure you follow, subscribe, whatever it is, and I've Been Thinking Pod.com. You can also find us on Patreon, patreon.com/I've Been Thinking Pod, and you get extra content, and you get to support the podcast that way, which is, of course, always a ton of fun. Thank you again. We'll be back next episode with more of your regular, longer form content. And we have a really incredible guest next time. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you have the most incredible, fantastic holiday season. And I love you all. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas. This episode of I've Been Thinking was hosted by me, Elena Grace Campbell, as well as edited by me, Elena Grace Campbell. We are produced by Tyler Miller, and we are proudly presented by Stoveleg Media.
Glittering ornaments, fragrant wreaths, and wide-eyed wonder await you and your family this Christmas at Biltmore. Enjoy a guided tour of America's largest home, filled with shimmering Christmas trees and adorned in all its Yuletide glory. Then make the most of your visit and imagine yourself as a holiday guest of the Vanderbilts at one of our overnight properties. Explore overnight stays and ticket packages at Biltmore.com.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.